Hello, I'm Luther Kruger, Big Blue Sun Museum of Solar Cooking, based in Minneapolis, and having an encore appearance by Milind Kulkarni, who I interviewed. It was over a year ago, I think, maybe a little longer, and we talked about the SunDish and other inventions. And I asked him back for the forum so we can share this with more of a worldwide audience with potential for questions and answers on a Saturday morning and a Sunday evening. And very glad that you agreed to come back. And we talked about 4 or 5 things here, and I might as well just jump right into them. What is
Yeah.
the update on the SunDish? Where does that stand? How are the sales and so forth?
Yes, let me clear this point. I'm a core inventor. When I made a first successful prototype of SunDish, then I decided to make few prototypes, and I given them to few customers for using this, and I myself using at my home. Uh, Successfully since last you can say 3 4 years, and every day it's very wonderful food we are eating, very tasty food. So it is really good, and current status is that I am offering this patent now. I got I think last time when we talked, that time my patent was progress in progress. It was about to grant, but now I have the patent has been granted from Indian government. I have patent on my name. I am an inventor of the SunDish, and patent is on my name. So currently, we are talking with some few leading cooker manufacturers in India. Very leading, very big manufacturers in India. I cannot reveal the name, but there are companies, they are quite interested uh, in SunDish, and we are talking with them probably, and you will get. You can see, you can hear one day news that yes, this SunDish is coming in India in very big way with big marketing schemes and very big campaigns in big way all over the India and outside India.
Okay. And are there are other companies then that will take it on to produce it?
Yes, they are interested in adding SunDish in their portfolio. The industrial design of the Indian industrial design of the SunDish has been done by one of the leading industrial designer in India. Okay, so his name is Satish, and he is a leading designer in India. So uh, he also got very much interested in and in love with my invention, and he have designed this. Industrial design means now this cooker is ready to at the point of ready to get manufactured with all certain designs and everything is ready. And on this forum, I would like to uh, convey that if any manufacturer all over the world is interested, then I can consider the proposals.
Sure. When we talked last, you spoke briefly about your creative process for inventing things, and of course, I found it very fulfilling to hear how you looked at nature, which already has so many features with various animals or plants and so forth. Could you elaborate on that? Go into more detail how you grab an idea and decide, okay, I could make a product with this, and go to the drawing board. How do you go about that?
Yes, yes, I'll try to make it. As far as Sandesh is concerned, I told you the story in our previous meeting that uh, uh, now in India, at least in my city, uh, the bungalow system has completely disappearing. and all new big storied, multi-storied buildings are coming up.
Mhm.
And in multi-storied building, there is hardly place to use the solar conventional box type solar cooker, which was available uh, since last 30 years in Indian market. Um, so the use of box type solar cooker or any cooker is disappearing. People are not using any solar cooker because it was the first very big reason is that they do not have a space to put this. Secondly, the use of box type solar cooker was it was not at all user friendly. You need to take this double glass frame out. We need to put stopper. Again, it's hot utensils. You need to take it, and loading and unloading was not user friendly. Third point was uh, you need to adjust, you need to track the solar reflector uh, according to the sun. So these three things were like this. Uh, this was the reason, and this was the reason why I started to think about such a solar cooker which can be used very easily, which do not require any tracking, and you just put for example, in my home, every day we are putting this at 8:30, 9 o'clock. This tiffin. This is tiffin type system. So in one go, you can remove or load. You can load or unload these three utensils, three different utensils. In Indian meal, basically there is a rice, there is a mm, dal, and there is a uh, vegetable cooking. So these three things for a family of 4 to 5, it can be this cooking can be done very easily, and in one go you can load or unload the utensils. So and I was thinking that nobody has time to look after the sun movement and how the sun basically the females, women who housewife, they do not know much technicality about the tracking and all that. So I was while designing SunDish, I was thinking that it should not be all the time tracking. It should this device should be a tracking free device. This solar cooker. This point was in my mind. So collecting all these points and making research for 1 2 years. Finally, I came up with this design, and this is uh, finally I got the patent also. Um, for patent also, I need to uh, answer. There are so many questions and queries by the patent department because they have studied all the solar cooker available in the world. And finally, they found that yes, this is a innovation and this is the invention. And by this way, this solar cooker mm, happened and SunDish. And there are so many inquiries from all over the world. Even in India, there are so many inquiries every day. Everybody is quite excited to use this SunDish. Uh, it is like this now. The situation is like this.
Sure. Now, and when we spoke, you mentioned the shape of the seashell, and I was able to do a little graphics to illustrate that, where I found a seashell that was pretty much
Yes, yes, I have. Yes, yes, yes. It's very interesting, and you have also used your skill and to this video that you uh, made online available. Uh, in that also, you have made a great effort to make it more interesting and understandable.
And did you go about looking at seashells first, or did just the idea come into your mind that actually that seems to be the perfect reflector? What was the order of steps that brought you to that?
Very, very interesting question. Very interesting question. As I mentioned that I wanted to design a cooker which would not require any tracking. Okay, so I was imagining a reflector. For example, first basic understanding is that for cooking a solar food in a solar cooker in low temperature principle, we need at least 3 to 4 hours, at least 3 hours. If it is a cloudy or less or weak sunshine, then we need at least 3 to 4 hours, or you can say 3 hours on an average. So I was thinking that during the movement of sun in the 3 hours, first assumption while designing SunDish was that I don't want to make tracking. It should be tracking free. So I have designed by trial and error the shape of a reflector that during 3 hours the reflection of reflector will be always on the cooking pot. This was the thought behind the seashell type reflector. If I would have make, you can say, parabolic or dish shape or something like this, then it would not have been a so slick, slow, user friendly. So you can say easy to install. It is only with the two nut this SunDish can be installed anywhere. It is so simple. So with this seashell shape, there were two advantages. One is it has become tracking free, and another is easy to. It is not. It has become very slick and good design, consumer design. You can say consumer design, and not a bulky one. It is not a bulk. It's a very simple. I think viewers might have seen this Facebook SunDish Facebook page, and there they will see many videos about the SunDish and the food cooking and everything. So these are basically 2 3 reasons behind designing of SunDish by such style or such shape, because it should be it should be a very slick design.
So the patent process, that I'm curious about too, because I have talked to a lot of cooker designers, the parabolics, box cookers on stands, that are permanently fixed in the ground, and panel cookers. And some of them found the patent process so laborious that they gave up, or they got it done, but then they decided not to pursue getting it produced because it just was so exhausting. What were the steps that you had to go through to get the patent in India? I wonder if it's different here, or it just people seem so discouraged. What did you have to go through to get the patent?
One interesting point that I would like to mention that I have made the rotating axis of the reflector and cooking enclosure in the same axis. Because of this, what happened? Even if I rotate the reflector, it doesn't make any difference to the cooking utensils. It remains the same at the same position. So the center of the cylinder, enclosure cylinder, glass enclosure cylinder, and the center of a rotation of the reflector is the same. That's why whenever I move, you also might have observed in your SunDish that whenever you moved, this cylinder remains at the same position, and it doesn't disturb the reflection of the sun. So
Yeah,
it is like this.
Yeah, one thing that we really appreciated early on in solar cooking was the idea of the tiffin pots, because it's not common here in this country, but it's quite common in India, correct? The three stack pots like that, and to cook in them. I understand in some areas of the world that's where they put the food and then they deliver it in that. But do is it common for food to be cooked in the tiffin pots from the beginning in India?
Yes, because there are three different foods every meal which is required. That is mm, rice, pulses, and mm, vegetables.
Hmm.
So these three utensils are required. And one very interesting thing, what I remembered, and I must tell you at this moment, that I have tried a, you can say, roasting attachment. Roasting attachment.
Hmm.
Okay. Uh, Instead of pots, what I did, there was one spoon stand at my home. Spoon stand. Which spoon stand? I will show you.
Sure.
This was a spoon stand.
Sure.
So what I did, I put some uh, brinjals and the things which can be roasted. For I'm a pure vegetarian person, so I could not put this fish or something like this. But some vegetables you can say. I have put this vegetable. I put this stand in the SunDish, and instead of cooking, I got the things roasted. Very interesting taste. Very interesting taste.
Wow.
You
What?
can also try.
Sure. And vegetables, just any vegetables, carrots, celery, peppers.
Yes. Vegetables means you can say potatoes, sweet potatoes, and brinjals, and you can say carrot, even carrot. And these are roasted in such a beautiful taste. I cannot tell you. It is a wonderful taste, very wonderful taste. It is just a simple. One day I was thinking that I should uh, uh, cooking I'm doing in Sunday, it's very good. But I was thinking that we should have some roasting attachment also with this. So the customer, the consumer can have some roasted food also. So this was a very useful thing which was ready-made at my dining table. I took this and put things here and put this in Sunday. It was a very wonderful tasty.
Oh, we will definitely have to try that. We'll have to look for that for that particular spoon hanger or variation that will fit inside. Does that go inside the glass then with the lid too, or is it just exposed inside the
Yes.
cooker?
No. You have to put lead. And one thing you should understand that for roasting, we need a very bright sun.
Yeah.
So you should have very bright sun at the time of roasting. This is very important.
So high noon. It's
And
a yeah.
yes, very good browning is happening on the surface of the uh, food material.
Wow. Well, that definitely, yeah, we're gonna try that. It's still hanging outside my wife's office window. You've seen that picture, and so we'll have to
Hmm.
find that arrange for the spoon hangers there. Yeah. Well,
And one very interesting point, as far as you have asked me, what are the new things happening in solar SunDish and all that? So currently, you might have seen that there is only one wall, single wall glass utensil, right?
right.
The utensil of cooking food is single wall. Now, I am planning. It is not possible for one or two pieces. It is possible only in the large scale manufacturing. Okay, so it is my plan that when I will go for large scale manufacturing, I will have a two layer, 2 volt insulated, like a thermos, you can say. I will have a two-wall glass cylinder so that the losses will be very less and uh, cooking food time will also come down.
And is this regular glass or is it a polycarbonate type sleeve or what?
No, yes, polycarbonate not much durable. So there's only this glass is the only option because polycarbonate things are over the time they get opaque and they don't work. So it is better to go for glass material.
Okay. And the glass, would it be like a borosilicate, like Pyrex or Anchor glass or
Borosilicate is good for temperature.
yes. And a lot of people will maybe take a cooker like yours, and if they could fit a borosilicate bowl over it, it might actually be about have the same effect, I imagine. So you're gonna have two of those, one a little bit wider than the other to go over. Would it be two pieces that put together, or would it be one fused piece of glass?
It will be, it should be necessarily single unit,
Hmm.
and it will become this manufacturing process should be at the level of glass manufacturing,
Okay.
means at the in the factory only. It is not a kind of a thing that you can take two things and make it assembled and all that. No, it is not
Okay.
possible.
Okay.
It will be during the process, manufacturing process.
Sure. And it would be the single glass lid like the one we have right now, or would the lid also be two
Single glass,
single
single
glass?
glass, single
Okay.
glass, which is after melting, which can be poured in the dye in the and that can uh, be manufactured like this.
Okay.
I I don't want to design a cooker which can be used for only for hobbies, only for experiment,
Hmm.
only for fun. No,
Right.
I don't want to. I was not interested in designing such cookers. It is not. It is no use. This very important thing was in my mind that I want to design a cooker for consumers, for consumers, not for hobby or not for anything. I did many cookers, cooker design at my childhood, during my childhood for fun purpose or for you can say hobby or some fun or something like this. I don't want it. I was really interested in designing a cooker which can be used practically every day, which can be a consumer type of model,
Sure.
which can be, which is very easy to use, very user friendly, without any maintenance and anything.
Sure.
So these few points were very important by my mind, and um I used this.
Now with the SunDish patent, do you have another invention in the works that you can talk about?
Yes. Uh, as far as solar, I have nine patents, nine inventions, and almost in many fields. Means I have my invention in fruit processing. I have my invention in solar energy. I have my invention in tissue paper, uh, footwear, lighting industries. There are so many things where I have my inventions. But as far as solar is concerned, I can uh, one thing I don't remember last time I told you or not. I'm working on a solar operated gravity battery, and this is also patent published, and I'm working on this prototype. Solar operated gravity battery means, for example, when there are upgrade solar systems, uh, solar PV systems. When there is a upgrade solar systems, we need to have a battery for power storage. And when this battery is coming into the picture, you need to have a maintenance time to time, and there is a replacement cost after 4 to 5 years, 3, 4 years. You have to pay for the new batteries. To avoid such things, uh, I have designed a gravity battery which works on gravitational force. And very in simple language, what I can tell you is that during the daytime, when the sun is available, I run the motor, geared motor, to take a weight, heavy weight on the height. Okay, and when there is a no sun and we need a power, electrical power, I allow this weight gradually to come down. And with this force, I drive a generator, and this power can be generated. By this way, the system can become battery free. Battery free.
Wow. So there would be no like lead acid battery or lithium ion battery. That's out of the picture. It would just be the motor with the solar panel running the weight up during the day, during the sunlight, and then the gravity driving the generator on the way down.
Correct.
Okay. That's yeah. And
Correct.
what scale are you looking at? Like for one household, like for a family, or like an apartment building, or anywhere in between?
Yes, I am. Yes, yes. I'm in process of designing one small prototype of 1000 watt. So initially, I may go for a system for you can. Yes, initially I may go for a system which is suitable for you can say 2000 or 3000 watt kilowatt. Uh, 2 to 3 kilowatt, what to be precise, 2 to 3 kilowatt, which is suitable for one small house or something like this. And once it is gets, already I have done a lot of work in this direction to make this prototype successful. And there were so many changes and some changes in the some technical gears and all that. So I will do this, and I think this prototype will be ready. And second, very interesting, very, very interesting thing I have in my mind. Uh, that is a solar cooker with IR power only, infrared power only. Concentration of infrared power on the cooking pot, so that the and I'm planning to have no reflector for this, no reflector.
Wow, how will that
So
work? Describe how that will work.
I'm in the process. I'm in process of drafting my patent on this. So it will be a um, out of rules to disclose anything about this.
Huh.
But I can tell you that this solar cooker without any reflector, and it will concentrate the IR radiations from the receiver uh, of sunshine, and it will concentrate the IR radiations. So it will be without any reflector.
Okay. The concentration, I know you probably can't say too many details, but I've seen solar cookers with Fresnel lenses, where they're the flat lens, big sheet that come in the back of rear projection TVs. Would that be part of it, or can you say yes it is or no it isn't?
Completely new things, completely unimaginable things.
Okay.
This solar cooker will have some very interesting, completely unimaginable things.
When you designed the SunDish, you saw the shape of that seashell, and that just it's brilliant because of course it's exactly what you need for a reflector that doesn't need to be tilted up or down or sideways. Can you say with this cooker that is not going to have reflectors, what in nature are you looking at to help drive the design? If you can reveal that. We don't even we don't have to put that in. I'm just curious. I could leave this whole part out and just stop where you finished.
You are, Luther, you have put your hand on my face. Will you please remove this?
Okay, I will. I mean, I have no idea,
Oh,
but
yes. What can I what can I answer you? But yes, the answer is straight that this time, yes. Uh, I can say that uh, as far as this about the new invention, solar cooker without reflector, uh, I haven't seen any similarity about this solar cooker and in nature. Yes, I can relate. I can relate, but not. You can say you can. I can't say that I have inspired by this something like this.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Okay, and
Yes.
that's your main focus right now. Do you have any
Yes.
other side projects of inventions going on, or is just that right now?
Uh, yes, there are so many inventions are going on. Uh, uh, One invention is very interesting invention, which will be a revolution in the lighting system. I'm making lighting without wiring, wireless lighting. You can say, in short,
Mhm.
wireless lighting. Yes. So you can put. You need to have a electrical power source at one point, but you can say from that point, you can say 3 to 500 meters. If you want lighting, then you don't need to make any cabling.
Wow.
It is a cabling free lighting system.
So the power source that ends at a certain point, and did I hear you right? 300 meters, like the length of a football field, or did I mishear you?
Yes.
300.
Parallel, you can say you can say in other words, parallel beam of light.
Okay. Wow.
Parallel beam of light, which will go and with the convex reflector, it will it will get scattered.
Okay. Sure. All right. Well, this is great. I'm glad to hear the news, and I'm going to stay up at nights trying to figure out this cooker without the reflector. Probably offline, I'll email you if I figure out what it is. That's good. That's all right.
Uh,
Um,
okay, once I get my patent published, then definitely we will have very long uh, online call about this
yes,
cooker.
please. Yes, that would be fantastic. Okay.
You mentioned that there is always light on half of the world and half of the world is in the dark.
Yes.
So I always come with some stupid concepts Okay, some stupid ideas and stupid concepts. I made one, you can say, picture of the world where uh, all over the world in different places, these solar panels are installed.
Mhm.
Solar, for example, wherever the sunshine is good, then all solar power are installed, and all solar power in the world are uh, joined by a one big power cable. And every moment, you will generate solar power with this on this main power line, and whole world will no need to have any uh, mm, conventional fuels like diesels, coal, and anything else. It's a stupid idea, but I just draw and put in LinkedIn just to
No, it makes sense. I mean, do you think about the transoceanic cables for the internet, telephones, for communications? What's the difference? I mean, if
Yes.
and if you even have, they're talking about in California having solar panels covering canals or floating on top of lakes. So they don't float over the entire lake because the fish and the aquatics, they need some sunlight, but they can cover a certain amount where it wouldn't go anywhere else and it wouldn't be in anyone's way. So theoretically, you could have a band of solar panels, all the way around the world connected to one cable. It's not stupid. It's an engineering challenge if you were to actually try to make it happen. But
Yes,
and
that's right. Yes, that's why I told you it is a stupid idea.
it,
But maybe it is possible. Maybe it is possible because the countries, poor countries, like you can say anywhere, I cannot name, but there are countries which has lots of barren land, and even the agriculture is not also there.
Mhm,
So they can install and they can just sell their electricity to all over the world.
sure.
Partner in Helsinki, he always tell me that all your ideas are like Star Trek ideas. Come on the ground. Come on the ground.
That's right. Yeah. Back.
All your ideas are Star Trek ideas. At least 50 to 100 years ahead of the time.
Yes. Well, unless okay, unless there's anything else, I'll probably think of maybe some other questions I might email you. But I've this has been great. I'm so glad we could talk again, and I'm dying to find out what your new cooker is going to look like, and we will definitely revisit. We'll definitely come back on when once that's underway. So thanks. We'll call it a night if that's all right, and I owe you 3 or 4 things. I have them and started in an email, and I'll send as soon as we get offline here. Okay. So we'll talk to you later, and
Okay.
have a good day, and hopefully we'll have some sun in about 6 hours. We can load up the SunDish.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Okay. Well, thanks again, and good night.
Okay.